My name is Ryan Sacco. I'm 23, and I've been training strongman for about a year and a half now. So I've always liked strongman, seeing it grow up. But I did powerlifting, and I kind of just got bored with it. And with strongman, there's just so many different implements, so I thought it was a lot more fun to do. So I made the switch to strongman, and I'll see myself going back to powerlifting again. So I just came here, and somebody told me, "Hey, go talk to the big bald dude." He, which would be Vaughn. And he was a little angry that day. I think somebody didn't put something away. So I waited till the next day, and I went and just talked to Vaughn, and he told me to come on in Saturday. So started showing up Saturday, and then met all the guys, and we've grown. We've had members join since. I think strongman's one of the most badass sports out there. I think it's a true testament to strength, and I know, speaking for me personally, I would always prefer to be the strongest one in the room, and I think strongman helps with that. For how strongman changed my life, I think it helps a lot with the stressors in life. Definitely, if you have a rough day and you come in, it's always good to see the crew and just come in, lift some heavy weights and have some good conversations. So it helps a lot with stress. And then I know I fluctuate with my weight, and coming down with weight loss, strongman helps a lot in leaning me out. So it's another big plus for me. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to be world's strongest man someday, but I'd be lying if I said that wasn't on the mind. I know, especially being a natural athlete, I want to push this as far as I possibly can. I'd like to get my pro card and try to do all that naturally and make a name for myself that way. I'd say more idols. I mean, the big one, Shaw. Obviously, everyone grows up watching Brian Shaw. And then also seeing some of the people at the gym, just with the crew, and meeting people at comps. I wouldn't necessarily say idols, but they're just, like Vaughn, for example, is a big inspiration. Being his age and still being able to do what he can do is just unbelievable. And then seeing the growth from everybody in the crew and people that I competed against, it makes it very fun and a good group of people to be around. Yes and no. So for example, like if I come in, and a lot of times, especially lately, it's been switching over to winter with it getting dark earlier, and there was a couple weeks, probably about a month or so, it was just really hard to get to the gym. I was really flat. And I'd be going into lifts really flat, just not energetic. But those sessions end up being really good sessions because you push through it. So in that aspect, no, I don't think attitude matters as much. But on the flip side, I think that when you bring the intensity, especially prepping for a comp, and the intensity's up. I know when I was prepping for Great Lakes Strongest Man, the intensity was pretty high, at least I felt for myself, and I made a lot of big gains in that. Honestly, I haven't really made any sacrifices. I drive 45 minutes one way to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, which is about 7 to 8 hours a week just driving. That can be, I guess you can consider that a sacrifice, but I haven't had to quit my job or anything like that. I'd say maybe just stay up later. You need to pay a little bit more money for recovery, so going to the chiropractor, massages every once in a while, just trying to keep your body healthy and not injured. So in that aspect, there's a little bit of sacrifice, but not much on my side. Driven. I have a lot of goals, a lot of personal goals, and especially being a shorter strongman with not necessarily the levers that you see with like Brian Shaw or Thor. It makes, I feel like it gives me a little bit of an edge because I feel like I have to be a harder worker to make progress and get where I need to be. Just try it no matter what. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. But if you really think that it's something you'd be interested in, get into it, try it. Find some guys locally if you can, and don't be afraid to ask them for help or join. And another thing, strongman hurts, so don't think that you're hurting your body in a bad way. It's just, strongman is just a painful sport to do it. Kind of just get used to it and adapt. Just keep an eye out for the SS crew from Legends. We're going to be making big waves in 2021, and as we continue with the sport and continue growing into what our capabilities, we're going to have a really badass crew.